Follow along, Catholic Pilgrims, as we follow French Doctor of the Church, St. Francis de Sales, through his book, Introduction to the Devout Life. Tune in as we read through this practical guide for living out the Catholic faith well. My fellow pilgrims, welcome. We have another very short reading today, which is, again, very straightforward. You may be wondering why all these short readings, but we must remember that St. Francis is teaching Philothea about the devout life. So he's leading her step by step to an understanding. And some of these steps are very practical, and some are going to be more philosophical and theological. Today is another practical step. So I don't think we need a lot of reflection from me, but the key thing I do want us to hone in on is that St. Francis wants to reflect on God for love of God, not to just acquire knowledge and be super smart about theological things, but because we truly want to know God more intimately, because we love Him. So with that said, let's open to chapter 5 of the second part. Chapter 5, second part of meditation, reflections. After this act of imagination, there follows an act of the understanding, which we call meditation. It consists of one or more reflections made with the view of exciting our affections towards God and the things of heaven. And the difference between meditation and study, or any other processes of thought, is that the latter have not virtue and the love of God for their end. For their object is temporal, such as the acquisition of knowledge, for the purposes of discussion, composition, etc., etc. Having then confined your mind to the appointed subject, by imagination, if the subject be corporeal, or by simple thought, if it be purely spiritual, begin to make reflections upon it in the way that I have already shown you in the preceding meditations. If your mind finds sufficient food and light in one reflection, then dwell upon that only, imitating the bee, which does not leave a flower until it has sucked thence all the honey. But if you do not find sufficient matter for reflection in the first topic, proceed after some efforts to another, but let all be done quietly and without haste. We will stop here for today. Again, short and sweet advice, but good advice. Take it all in, and I'll see you back here soon. Until then, live the faith boldly and travel well.